In this training session, we will discuss the proper method for backing up and restoring company data files. It's always a good idea to back up your accounting system data files on a regular basis. These data file backups can be a lifesaver in an emergency. Creating backups of your data files is a simple process that can be performed from within the program. Depending on the complexity of your operation, you can choose from two different methods of backing up your data files. We will describe both these methods in this training session. To perform a backup of your data files, select Backup Restore Data Files from the File menu, or click this icon. The program will ask if you wish to create a backup of your data files or restore a backup that was created earlier. We'll start with the backup function. This window represents the standard data file backup utility. It's a very simple screen. This is the location of the data files for the company you are currently using. This is the location where the program will place a backup of the company data. To change the location of the backup, simply click this button and select a folder where you want the backup to be placed. If you type in the name of a folder that doesn't yet exist, the program will create the folder before making the backup. Here, you can indicate whether you wish to create a compressed backup. This means that all the data files will be compressed into one backup file. If the box is not checked, the backup will consist of one backup file for each data file. That's more than 200 files. We recommend you always check this box to make a compressed backup. Once we've picked our options, we just click the Backup Now button. The system will perform the backup, and we can close the program. To restore our data files, we select the menu option again, and this time select Restore. A simple window just like the backup window now lets us restore our backed up data. If the backup exists in a different location than the one listed here, we can select the correct location by clicking this button. Now we click the View Available Backups button, and the system will look into the backup folder. If more than one backup is found in the folder, the program will let us pick from the backups stored there. Notice the date and time of each backup is listed, so we can make an informed decision. We select the backup we wish to restore and proceed. The program restores the data from the backup folder, and we're finished with the process. You have the option of using this simple backup program or using a more advanced version. To switch to the enhanced backup, select Company Information from the Setup menu. Select the Miscellaneous tab. If you're using the standard backup system, you can indicate how many backups will be stored in the backup folder. If we indicate 5, for example, the system will create 5 backups in the folder before it overwrites the oldest backup. You will always be able to restore any of the last 5 backups made into this folder. Let's switch to the enhanced backup system and look at the differences. Now, when we click on the backup icon and select the Backup Data Files option, we see this window. Here is a list of different backup destinations. You can create an unlimited number. To insert a new backup destination, click Insert. You can give your backup a description and indicate the folder where this backup should be stored. Once again, if you type in a folder name that doesn't exist, the program will create the folder. Your backup destination can be on your own local hard disk, on a network hard drive, on an external hard drive, or a USB flash drive. Any location will do. Also, you can see that we have the same options here that we saw for the standard backup. You can select whether backups made into this folder will be compressed, and how many backups will be allowed in this folder before old backups begin to be overwritten by new ones. Once we've completed our setup, we click OK. We can now highlight the backup destination we want to use and click Backup Now to perform the backup. Now let's look at the Restore option for the Enhanced Backup program. Here we see the list of our backup destination folders. As we highlight each folder, a list of the backups currently stored in that folder appears on the right. We can click on any one of these backups and click this Restore button to restore the backup. Once again, notice that each backup shows a date and timestamp to help you decide which backup to restore. One destination that always appears is the Safety Backup destination. This backup is performed automatically by the software once each day without any interaction from you, the user. These backups can also prove to be valuable should you forget to back up your data for some reason. We recommend that you back up your data frequently, at least once at the end of each day. We also recommend that you back up before each posting. Each time you click a posting button in any module, the system asks if you wish to perform a data file backup before you proceed with the posting. Don't be afraid to perform this pre-posting backup even if other users are working in the system. A data file backup can be performed at any time, regardless of whether other users are accessing the company data files. And it's always better to be safe than sorry. This concludes this training session on backing up and restoring data files.